What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the title's going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Please, y'all see it in the title. Y'all saying ain't got much movement. Y'all know intro be a little bit, harder. I had messed up my shoulder. Honestly, I don't know how I did it. I don't know. Y'all know I be telling y'all about my life before I get in these videos. But I literally don't know how I messed my shoulder up. But it's bad. I don't know. Maybe getting old or something. I don't know. But I don't know if y'all know about this. I'm pretty sure I haven't told y'all this before, but y'all probably know, I guess, something about it. But both my daughters, they have something, and they say that it's common in children. But my daughter, her arm, like the middle of her arm by her elbow, I can't even move my shoulder up a lot. But like in the middle, like her elbow, like her inner elbow and stuff, like it pops out of place in a way. And it's common, they said, in like young children. I don't know if y'all know anything about it, but the doctors taught me how to do it, like pop it back in place, kind of like a simple step, but you like pushing your arm back. But it's happened to my 2-year-old like 7 or 8 times. And then our 4-year-old, it's happened to her, a couple times. So I don't know if it's something like I don't know, but within my body, I don't really know, but my arm has done it before. I don't know how. I haven't really looked into it, but I just thought I'd share that with y'all. I don't know. You never know. When I check my comments all the time, y'all always have a lot to say, and it kind of teaches me. When I tell y'all, I'm dealing with this, and y'all be helping me. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why I feel the need to always comment back to y'all a lot. I don't know if y'all don't know, but I sometimes I try to comment to y'all, and talk to y'all. I feel like it's definitely mandatory to do that for a lot of influencers. But you got here, President Trump calls for Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson to be jailed for their failure to protect ICE officers. President Trump posts Chicago Mayor should be jailed for failing to protect ICE officers. Governor Pritzker also. So, Mayor Brandon Johnson actually made a post saying this is not the first time Trump has tried to have a black man unjustly arrested. I'm not going anywhere. Let me tell y'all something. When you're doing stuff like that, saying stuff like that, trust and believe, something going to happen to where, you be jailed for the things that he's doing. Just based off of, a lot that I'm uncovering and a lot of others. But they always want to pull that race card to have a black man unjustly arrested when he literally put, Governor Pritzker also. So always jump to that. Y'all have here Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's security now includes 150 Chicago Police Department officers. Average officer salary is $150K. 150 officers cost $22.5 in base salaries plus benefits. With overtime, Brandon Johnson's security is estimated to cost taxpayers $33.7 million per year. Check it out.
Over the last week, I've literally interacted with over 300,000
plus real Chicagoans who say that it is hate speech for you to evoke the Civil War, to evoke bringing back the Confederacy, to say that law enforcement is a sickness when you yourself have over 150 sworn police officers on your detail. What do you say to these people, and will you ask your 150 sworn police officer CPD detail to stand down if you and your wife Stacy are ever attacked, shot at, or rammed with a protester vehicle?
First of all, I'm sorry to hear that your numbers of interactions have gone down to only 300,000.
Never answers the question, y'all. He's jumped to a different topic.
Actually, millions, but personally, I've interacted with over 300,000, believe it or not.
It went down this week.
No, it's going up. Higher than yours, by the way.
Okay.
By the way, check out your comments. Check out the comments on your feed.
I think it's important to be able to make sure that to the people that you're talking to, though you're talking to less and less people every week, is that they know the truth. Here's what I've said. That the addiction on jails and incarceration and the addiction of militarism, it is an evil. Dr. King made that very clear.
Really?
He did. And so I believe it's incumbent upon us to make sure that the real Chicagoans or the real people of America Instead of sending billions of dollars overseas, we should be spending it on the people right here in the city of Chicago.
Well, the real Chicagoans that I talk to, that I communicate with, mostly black and brown, actually, tell me that you don't seem to know the difference between illegal aliens and real Chicago citizens. They feel that you are siding with the illegal aliens over them in their communities. And sadly,
William, let's get to the question.
Let's get to the question. The real question is simply this. I don't know how to make it any more direct. An illegal alien from Nicaragua grabbed a woman on the north side last week, bashed her head into the sidewalk, knocked her unconscious, and raped her.
Oh, wow.
If that had been your wife, Stacy,
We're not going to.
if that had been your wife, Stacy, would you want ICE to deport her, to deport that
let's
illegal
move on.
alien? Yes or no?
Let's move on.
Answer the question as a man, not as mayor, but as a man. Would
As a
you
man.
want
Thanks.
ICE to deport that? No? Okay.
Mayor.
That's the answer. That's the answer for real Chicagoans.
Mayor, sorry for being
Wow.
late. The traffic's bad. Maybe the feds can help.
You're not blaming me for the traffic, are you?
Ha 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 ha.
That's not okay. That's not okay at all. And I definitely love that he asked that question. It's not direct to his wife. It's not directly, towards, Mayor Brandon Johnson. It's a real question, as he said, as a man, how would you feel if that happened to your wife? How would you feel if that happened to your daughter, to your niece? If something were to happen like that, or your son, grandson. Just being 100 with a lot of people. Just imagine if that were to happen. How would you feel? Would you want, that person out of it, especially him being illegal? That's sad, bro. Literally goes, and then after that question, they bust out a joke about, traffic. That's not okay. It's actually sickening. It's very sickening. But speaking of police officers, you do have breaking news. ICE reports the arrest of a criminal alien serving as a sworn police officer in Illinois. Says criminal aliens are now being employed and given firearms under J.B. Pritzker. Can y'all believe that? Check it out.
Let's do breaking news now. Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement has just revealed in the last short time a police officer working in Illinois is an illegal immigrant.
Wow.
Radule Bajovic works for the Hanover Police Department. He graduated from the academy in August, but he has been living in the U.S. illegally for a decade after his tourist visa expired in 2015. His illegal status was discovered as part of Operation Midway. So we wanted to bring you the very latest on that.
That is absolutely insane. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this at all. It says just in J.B. Pritzker, Illinois, allowed an illegal alien to be an armed sworn police officer, and a border commander, Grev Bonvino, is furious. Check it out.
In J.B. Pritzker's Illinois, an illegal aid alien is working as a sworn-in police officer with a badge, with a gun, and a pension. Your reaction?
Oh, Sandra and John, it's good to be with you again. Thanks for having me. It's unbelievable that the state of Illinois and Governor J.B. Pritzker would hand an illegal alien a weapon. Title 18 USC Code 922 says it's a felony for an illegal alien to possess or own a firearm. But yet here we have an illegal alien with a firearm in the state of Illinois, as per J.B. Pritzker and those leaders. It's absolutely amazing what's going on here in Illinois. We do have a crime problem here. This is yet another example of the out of control crime problem, this time perpetrated by the state in Illinois.
This is J.B. Pritzker, however. This is earlier today.
That's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. It's definitely crazy. Just thinking of the simple fact that they did hire a legal alien to be a police officer, and then you have already what's going on right now. It's absolutely insane. It's definitely absolutely insane. And my thing is that honestly, we don't know if this is, the only one. I mean, that's the thing. You don't know. So honestly, that brings me back, to where we started this whole video in general. Chicago mayor should be jailed for failing to protect ICE officers, and Governor Pritzker also seeing how, of having, a illegal alien on the police force. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely insane, that these things are happening. This is Mayor Brandon Johnson presenting the Protecting Chicago budget. Check it out, y'all.
We will protect every community that is under attack in Chicago, because we are one city, and what happens to one of us, it affects all of us. Chicago is worth protecting. This is our city. We bend to no one, and we cannot be broken. I know the storms have rattled us, and people are drowning in the despair of hopelessness. But Chicago is alive. A revival is here. They chose the wrong city to pick a fight with. We are Chicago.
But that's the thing. It's not a city that they're picking and fighting. It's something that they're protecting. You have literally Chicagoans that don't like, and I'm going to show y'all many videos. Y'all know that I come with the receipts. But you have so many Chicagoans that aren't liking the way that they're doing things and want that protection. It's definitely sad, that he's getting up here and doing. I still don't understand how people are supporting this dude.
We've been through
He's a clown.
A lot worse than this. We will come out of this, you all. We will come out stronger and more united as a city. We will be stronger than we've ever been before. I can literally see the dawn of a new day. I can see the hopes and aspirations of our ancestors that dreamed that black, brown, and white and Asian folks from all over the city can come together united to beat back against tyranny, but also to ensure that we build a city that works for everyone, no matter what corner of the city you live in, no matter where you come from, whether you are a descendant of slaves or you're an immigrant, you belong in the greatest freaking city in the world, the city of Chicago.
And he don't talk like this. He's trying to talk like Martin Luther King Jr. or something. Like, I don't know if y'all haven't been noticing, but he'll say something about Martin Luther King Jr. Like he just did, with that reporter, and he tries to sound like him. It be making me mad, bro. I'm so sorry. It just be making me mad. His speeches and stuff like that. They have this whole agenda of what they're trying to do. To get people to support them, the way that they speak, the things that they say, the even just, the way that they do things, in video. Y'all see Jasmine Crockett doing the same thing. Sickening, bro.
This is our time, Chicago. We will stand up for justice. We will put forth a budget that protects us from tyranny. I'm committed to working with you, City Council, to ensure that every single Chicagoan can live justly and can live prosperly. Thank you all. God bless you.
Full of shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely. So you have here Chicago activists literally blast Mayor Brandon Johnson to his face. Begs President Trump for more help combating violent crime and illegal immigration. Sure, y'all have seen, this woman before. Amazing. Check it out.
We are asking President Trump that you send us help. We need help because this is unconstitutional. The very people he told to stand down while illegal aliens and terrorists were attacking federal officers, he turned around, used those same very police officers on the residents of Chicago, the Americans. This is what this dictator did. This is what this poor excuse of a mayor did to the real residents of Chicago, the ones who built this city. We will not back down, and we're speaking on behalf of all the residents of Chicago, the true Chicago residents, the ones that have been ignored, all the Brandon bodies, the 59 are there where he took shots, Father, from in our community. We're speaking on behalf of all the mothers and families that lost their children, lost their family members, and all he gave us was crime is down. Why? He walk around with 150 police detail protecting him and his family, spending millions of dollars of our tax dollars on the police resources, while our communities are funded with police officers. We're speaking on behalf of all the residents that have been ignored, all the citizens that are losing homes while he actively paid for illegal alien gang members to take over residents and buildings in our community. We're speaking on behalf of the forgotten residents of Chicago. President Trump, we implore you. Pal Bondi, we implore you. The beautiful black ladies you've been speaking about, say our name. Chicago flips red. We're fighting. We will save our city and our country. And these dictators.
Thank you very much for your comment.
Wow. And then cut her off. That's crazy. Thank you for your comment is all she got. This is somebody that obviously lives in Chicago, loves Chicago. You have real residents outraged about this, and they don't want to hear what they got to say. It literally just goes to show you right there. They literally have their residents outraged about this, and they don't want to hear anything they have to say. Speaking on crime, and they're saying that crime is down. Says the vice president of Chicago flips red. Specifically called Johnson out for bragging that crime is down while he receives a police detail to protect him and his family. 150 police officers. Says, we're speaking on behalf of the forgotten residents of Chicago, Carter said. President Trump, we implore you. Pam Body, we implore you. We're fighting. We will save our city and our country. I'm telling y'all. And I'm pretty sure her name is Danielle Carter. If I got that wrong, matter of fact, I'm about to... Actually, let me see if I can, I don't want to spell it wrong, y'all. Let me see if I can find, okay, so y'all can find her, and I'm going to make sure I follow her at Danny C44. Amazing woman. I'm not even going to lie. Definitely amazing woman. Definitely love, that she gets up there and speak, for all Chicago residents. I don't live in Chicago, close to it. I'm in Indiana, but definitely need somebody like her to, that's speaking up, and definitely need a new mayor in there. And I can definitely see, her taking that seat. I'm not even gonna lie. Speaking of crime, I do have to take out some words within this video. It is pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a person, it's called, they have a name for this individual. Calling him Chicago's Loop, was arrested 38 times, 38, under Mayor Brandon Johnson's catch and release system. Women are blindsided on the subway while predators walk free. I'm telling y'all, definitely sad and sickening. Check it out.
And as soon as I did, he hit me in the back of my head with a fist. I take the train for work, for everywhere I go. So right now it's been a little stressful. I kind of have anxiety getting on the train, worried something else might happen to me, unfortunately. So it's been a little bit
the fact that women are already, are going through what they're going through in Chicago, United Subway, and speaking, obviously her experience, you having somebody that's going through this already, nervous, this happens to her. But then it happens again. And then for her to say that she's scared, to even, this is the only transportation she has, literally just goes to show you on how a lot of things affect, these things that's going on. You literally have Mayor Brandon Johnson. They got the police detail having Chicago residents paying this, paying that, this, that, and the other. People are having problems with transportation. You're literally giving illegal aliens transportation, free transportation at that. Not necessarily free because it's, the same people that's, struggling getting on these subway actually paying. They're the ones that's paying tax money for the illegal aliens. So a lot of these things are literally, messing up so many things that people aren't realizing. Those same people that's, supporting y'all, not even supporting y'all, their own residents, people that supporting Mayor Brandon Johnson, clapping and this, that, and the other, protesting. Bro, y'all not even looking out for actual Chicago residents, actually U.S. citizens are struggling. You know what I mean? And you having this woman that's literally going through it, and he didn't got this catch. Man, it's so many things going on. I'm telling y'all. And I definitely blame Mayor Brandon Johnson and Governor J.B. Pritzker.
that struggle.
And you found out from police and other women that you're not the only one who's experienced this kind of attack.
Yes, from police have told me they've been getting calls about him, and I've seen online as well, women coming forward to me telling me as well that they've been harassed, even sexually too. He's grabbed people sexually as well, not just them.
Hey, fo, you be poked? I'm dead. Fo, you not even like that, little bro. Me. Oh, beat me.
Wow. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. That's so crazy. And it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. You know, you have an individual like this, and this individual, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not making up an excuse or anything for him, but he looks like he's mentally unstable. Like I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. He looks like he's mentally unstable. You know, and to have somebody like this, and you know, that's been arrested 38 times, he's going back to the same exact place doing this, just goes to show you that Chicago is out of control, and they definitely need to do some stuff about it. I'm telling y'all. Says here, this is Don Lemon, literally talking to two residents in Chicago, and honestly makes himself looks like, you know, that he looks like a fool. I'm not even gonna lie, he definitely looks like a fool. And I seen a clip of this, and I'm actually surprised. I'm actually really truly surprised that he uploaded this video. That's how embarrassing it is. Check it out.
Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime?
No, it's not a criminal act. Okay. It's a misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back and saying that they're breaking the law?
That's the point.
Okay, as somebody that actually...
We don't know if they're breaking the law because they won't tell. There's no due process. Where's the evidence? That's the whole point. And if they are breaking the law, most people will say, okay, then they need to go if they're criminals. But if they're not, why are they being rounded up and sent out? Especially when he promised to deport the criminals. And now he's not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going...
Misdemeanor is not a crime.
Yeah.
So misdemeanor is not a crime?
It's not a criminal act, no.
How the hell is a misdemeanor not a crime? Is he serious?
You get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a criminal act.
So why get charged at all then, if it's not a criminal act?
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything
different levels of crime.
So it is crime.
No,
so it is crime, exactly.
Different levels of. I shouldn't say crime, but it's not. It's not. You're not. It's not a crime. You're not breaking the law. I mean, you are breaking the law, but it's not a criminal act.
So it's breaking the law.
It's
No,
breaking the law, but it's
you're not breaking the law.
The misdemeanor is not breaking the law.
No.
So if you're speeding, drinking, get pulled
Right.
over, DUI.
That's not a criminal act. Well, no. If you're speeding, is a misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor.
Right.
That's a bro. Ooh, I've been trying to work on my cussing on here. How is that not a crime, y'all? Like, am I missing something? Like, is he okay?
So it's still breaking the law.
Okay. Well, if you want to qualify that, we're doing semantics. But what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to tell you is everything is not the same. It's all not one thing.
But is it the law?
What is it? The law that what?
Is it a law to come over legally? Is there a law?
There are rules processes that you should follow. Yeah, so you're breaking rules. You're breaking the rules, but you're not necessarily breaking a law.
So what happens when you break the rules?
Then you suffer the consequences. But the consequences should not. Look, no one is saying no one should suffer the consequences. You guys are getting.
What he tried to do was he tried to go to individuals. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. He tried to go to individuals that obviously lighter color. Maybe even not even a lighter color. I ain't even gonna say a lighter color. Somewhat. But he tried to go to someone that's obviously Hispanic. You know, a light Hispanic, you know, brown a little bit, you know. And tried to get a reaction out of them. Tried to get a different reaction, you know, for his video. You know, they looking at the simple fact, okay, we about to go up to them and they gonna say the same thing. They're gonna agree with me just based off how they look. There are so many individuals that are fed up with this, and these are real Chicago residents. And I'm so glad that they're putting these individuals on blast. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so glad because it needs to happen. He made himself look like a fool in this video, y'all. He made himself look like a fool. Check out President Trump, y'all.
And honestly, we haven't really even gotten going yet. If we didn't have to fight all of these radical left governors, we could have had Chicago taken care of, as an example. They had, in a short period of time, 4,000 in Chicago, and we have to listen to this man stand up and say that we're bad people. And the people of Chicago are walking around with MAGA hats. You have women, beautiful black women, walking around with MAGA hats.
And for the people that comment up under this video saying, "Oh, he's lying. There wasn't black it's Chicago flips red." That's what he's talking about. The video that people seen, so the people that's in my comments talking crazy, "Oh, President Trump is lying. There wasn't no black women wearing MAGA hats and this, that, and the other." Come on. I literally just showed y'all the video. If you haven't seen it, go back a little bit.
Please let the president in, and we don't care how he does it. They're not interested in National Guard or Army, Navy, bring them in. Marines, bring in the Marines. They just want the crime to stop.
Exactly.
And more so because of the success that we had in D.C. I think if we didn't have that success, nobody would even believe it.
I'm telling y'all, definitely amazing. Definitely amazing. The last video I want to show y'all, though, this is a little kid. This is a little kid actually thanking President Trump. And the reason on why, I'm not even going to lie, I did get a little sad, watching this just based off of, just seeing, how many kids are affected by this. Check it out.
My name is Braylon, and I live here in Memphis. I've been noticing not just a slight change. And
I do, sometimes I do got to pause because the music, I don't want to copyright it. I want to actually get this video out.
More of a detrimental change in like how peaceful Memphis is ever since the National Guard came. There was a lot
exactly. Ever since the National Guard came in Memphis, how peaceful things are. This is a kid.
Before the National Guard came, because I had to worry a lot about guns and stuff. I couldn't play because I was worried that somebody might pull out a gun or something.
Sad, bro.
And I just wanted to thank the President of the United States for bringing the National Guard.
That literally just goes to show you. This kid obviously was scared, and it's what you're taught from the parents. It starts with the parents. I always say this. It always starts with the parents. Whether how you teach your kids, how you discipline your kids, how you, whatever you do. I'm going to tell y'all one thing, and I'm not even going to say black kids. I'm going to say all kids ain't bad. All kids ain't bad. It's what they're taught. It's what they're around. If a lot of kids are a product of their environment. So you having young kids that's out, and whether it's out, they're seeing music videos, they're seeing, guns and, bad things happen around them. What do you think that's going to, that's going to influence them? Cussing, doing different things is going to influence them, to do different things, and kids can be kids, but at the same time, when kids see horrible things, they get that, they're wondering. They're kids. So if you're teaching your kids, yes, this is bad. This is not, what's right. This is that. Kids, they're aware. What I'm trying to say is that every kid just don't get up and they grow up. They're 2-3 years old and just, oh yeah, I love, guns. I love this. I love, you teach them. You teach them these things. I definitely feel like it's important, and to see this kid actually knowing, I'm afraid. I'm afraid, I'm seeing on the news, I'm seeing my friends talk about it, I'm seeing, this is stuff that President Trump is doing to obviously prevent more and more bad things from happening. And it's definitely a change, that people aren't seeing. And that's why I love doing what I do, putting out these videos, because it's very important for people to realize, what's actually going on around you. These are things that they're not going to show you on the mainstream media. The things that I show on my channel, you're not going to see that. There's things, that happen around us all the time. There's like, dang, man, like, why ain't this on the news? It's because, they rather, crime. I mean, and it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. But one thing about it, I love what President Trump is doing. Slowly seeing changes, slowly seeing, different people, obviously supporting and turning, to President Trump. And I definitely love seeing it each and every day. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.
Bye.